Have you ever just been chilling with your cat or dog and suddenly thought, does he actually know he's a cat? Or what if he thinks he's just a furry human and we are just giant, weird versions of him? This question sounds simple, but it has actually been driving scientists and philosophers crazy for centuries. Do animals possess a concept of self-identity? Or do they just live purely on instinct, without knowing who they really are? To answer this, scientists back in the 1970s created a famous experiment called the mirror test. The concept is simple. An animal is given a small colored mark, like a sticker or a dot of paint, on a part of their body they can't see directly, like their forehead. When they wake up and look in the mirror, most animals fail. Dogs and cats usually ignore it or think the reflection is another animal trying to fight. But a select few actually passed. Chimpanzees and orangutans immediately touch their own foreheads, proving they realize the reflection is themselves. It's not just primates either. Bottlenose dolphins, Asian elephants, and even Eurasian magpies have shown they recognize their own physical boundaries. This means these animals possess self-awareness. But does that mean they know they belong to a category called animals? Now here is the plot twist. To know that you are an animal or a human, you need something called conceptual language. Humans love to label things, creating words to group living things based on biology and evolution. Animals don't have that kind of language. A lion never wakes up thinking, wow, I am a carnivorous mammal from the Felidae family. To a lion, the world is divided into practical, instinctual categories. Is it a threat? Is it food? Or is it part of my pack? Therefore, they aren't aware of the label animal because they see themselves as individuals and members of a group, not as a biological classification. But what about our pets who constantly act like humans, cuddle us when we're sad, or even sit down to watch TV? Psychologists call this anthropomorphism, our human tendency to project human emotions and complex thoughts onto animals. When your dog looks guilty after destroying a couch, it's actually just a fear response to your angry voice, not a moral understanding of right and wrong. However, there is a fascinating phenomenon called imprinting, which completely blurs the lines of identity for certain animals. Animals raised by humans from birth often mistake themselves as part of our species, mimicking our habits because, to them, we are their pack. So, what's the final conclusion? Are animals aware they are animals? The answer is no, not in the way humans define it. They don't know the word animal, but they are incredibly aware of their own existence and environment. What do you think? Does your pet know what they are? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.